What is up, my Coco family? It's your girl Coco, and I'm back with another video. So you guys, today I will be giving you 10 TV show and movie ideas to watch during the fall or fall to Halloween, you know. So if you are interested in these type of videos, please stay tuned and watch. And also, if you have any suggestions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll definitely like your comment, or yeah. So without further ado, let's get into this video. A little disclaimer: I am actually only giving you movies or TV shows that I've watched personally. I'm gonna give you the best synopsis I can without giving any spoilers. And also, I might not remember some of the names because it's been a while since I've watched them. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this video. So my first suggestion would be Riverdale. Riverdale is about this group of friends, Archie, Veronica, Betty, Jughead. This is based on the Archie comics, by the way. It's about this group of friends that live in this town called Riverdale. They go through some dark things in the town, like the problems, like murder, mysteries. It's just an all-around dark kind of romantic kind of, it's not too scary, it's just like creepy kind of. It's a really good show. I would definitely say this is for more of the teenager show, because it does have some kissing and sexual kind of things in there. So I'd say it's rated PG-13. So make sure you watch it with your parents, or yeah. So Riverdale. My next suggestion would be the Vampire Diaries. Now the Vampire Diaries have many seasons, so this one, it has many episodes, so prepare for that. You might want to I don't know how you're gonna do it, but if you're like me, I watched the whole thing in like 2 weeks. That's crazy to think about. I was in high school, by the way. So it's basically about these two brothers. They're vampires. They go back to their hometown, Mystic Falls, where they end up falling in love with this girl called Elena, who is actually a doppelganger of their one-time vampire lover. So this show has witches in there. It has romance, it has vampires, it has all of that stuff. It's a really good show. It is not scary, I would say. It's not scary at all to me. It's really good though. It's really good. You'll definitely love it. Just look for the trailer on YouTube, or if I find it, I'll link it down below in the description box. Up next, we have The Originals. Now, The Originals is actually a spin-off from the Vampire Diaries. This is basically about this family of vampires, the original vampires. So these vampires are like in their 1,000-year-old. Oh my gosh, they're old. They're like 1,000 and something year old. They basically go back to their one-time home, I believe, and then they like try to get revenge on everyone that did them wrong in the past. It is not all about killing and all of that, and it's not scary. It's just like really dark. So I'd say this is this would be mostly for like Halloween time, if you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So yeah, this one has werewolves in it and all of that, so definitely check that out. You'll love it. Next, we have Halloweentown. Now, Halloweentown, I'd say, is more for the younger age, right? But of course, adults can watch it too, because it'll make you nostalgic. It's about this group of witches, family of witches, right? The grandmother comes home for Halloween every year to give them gifts and whatnot, and then leave Halloween night. Now this family, this woman, the mom, has 2 kids, and she usually tells them don't go out at night on Halloween night, you can't go trick-or-treating, and they're always upset. They're like, why? They soon find out that they have powers and all of that. Now when the grandma is going back home, she lives in Halloweentown, by the way. When she's going back home to Halloweentown, the kids decided that they wanted to follow her and then end up getting picked up by this bus that brings them to Halloweentown. So they get stuck there, and it's a whole lot of stuff. It's really funny, it's really nice, it makes you feel good inside. It's really like a family movie, you know. So yes, this is for all ages, maybe not young, because there's some stuff in there that might scare little kids, but definitely check that out. Up next is The Craft. Now The Craft is about this group of teenagers in high school. They're like the outcasts, you know, so they're like gothic and all of that. They basically practice witchcraft, and it ended up backfiring because they kept casting spells on themselves and their classmates, and then they like had a whole like a internal power struggle, so like they couldn't handle it anymore. It started backfiring, things started happening. It was just crazy. This is not for kids. It does have some stuff in there, definitely not for kids. Yeah, so it's dark, kind of scary, definitely for Halloween, 18 and older, or like 16, 17, high school, but it's very good. And my next suggestion is Charmed. Now this is one of my personal favorites. I'm lucky enough that I got to watch it before they took it off of Netflix. I finished watching the whole thing like a week before they took it off of Netflix, and I was so sad after they took it off, but I'm glad that I finished the whole thing. It's basically about these 3 sisters. They basically find out that they're witches after their parents after they move back home, I believe. I don't remember the full thing, but I think they moved back home, and then like when they got home, like this book that their family had, like the Book of Shadows, it like activated this thing where they became witches or something like that. But yeah, they basically just fight evil, and they each have they each have specific powers, and then they have the power of 3. It's really good. This is an older movie. I think it's from like 1998 or 1999 or earlier than that. So of course the graphics aren't so good with the scary parts, so that would make it not really scary, if you get what I'm saying. Of course when I was younger watching it, I was like, oh my gosh. But now TV has changed, graphics have changed, so everything looks real now. But back then it didn't look as real. But it is about demonic. They fight demons and all of that. So if you're interested in that, watch it, definitely. My personal favorite witch is Phoebe. I just love her power, and I just love her. Oh my gosh. Okay. My next suggestion is Wizards of Waverly Place. Now I don't know what about this movie just reminds me of like cozy vibes and just fall, but it's basically about this family of wizards. Of course it's a Disney Channel movie, and it has Selena Gomez in there. Basically wizards, 3 children and 2 parents. The dad was a longtime wizard, but he's not anymore. He basically gives his kids lessons and all of that. It's not all centered around teaching them with magic or whatever. It's mostly about the lives of the teenagers, like what they go through on a daily, how they use their powers, and all of that. So definitely check it out. My next suggestion is Teen Wolf. I watched this back in like 2016 or 17 when I was in high school. It's basically about this teenager. See, they're all teenagers. about this teenager that goes into the woods one time and then gets I think bit or scratched by a werewolf and then end up turning into one. So they give you like his life, what he goes through, all of that. Is really good. And it's not only centered around werewolves. You have banshees in there. Was it banshee? Yes, banshees. All kind of stuff. You don't want to miss it. Definitely watch it. My next suggestion is Lock and Key. This is about this family that moves into this house that was in their family for generations, I believe. And then like the house is magical, so it has keys all over the place, and each key gives them some kind of power. It's crazy. Definitely check it out. It's kind of creepy, but not really, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna link all the movies down below. It's really crazy. And my final suggestion is, take a guess, Twilight Saga. This is about this girl. Her name is Bella Swan. She moves from her mom's house because her mom was going on a year-round trip, and moves in with her dad. And in this town, I don't remember the name of the place, but she moves into this town, and this town has vampires in there, has werewolves. One of the vampires falls in love with her. His name is Edward Cullen, and he falls in love with her, but he doesn't want to be in love with her. But it's crazy, okay? I don't want to spoil it. It's on Netflix now, so go watch it. That's the first thing you should watch from this whole list. That's my favorite. Definitely check it out. Definitely. That's it for this video, you guys. If you have any suggestions, please tell me in the description box below. Not the description box, tell me in the comments below. I definitely love to see your suggestions, because I need more to watch, because I've already watched all of these. Yeah, give me some video ideas in the comment box below. And yeah, as usual, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.